Oh yeah!
Hello my gaming family and welcome to another video. I'm Baldard and you're on place where everything is about gaming. Before we start, I want to remind you about giveaway that will soon start on this channel. All you have to do is to press that subscribe button and follow the instructions in one of the upcoming videos. You'll be able to win one game of your choice every month and one game of my choice beside that. Now, I recently found out about two upcoming RPGs that in some elements reminds of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I can't say that these games looks exactly like Zelda, but in some other elements I find it very similar to Zelda. Genshin Impact is an upcoming open-world action RPG set in a world called Teyvat. Okay, on first sight this game really reminds on Zelda Breath of the Wild. Graphics, colors, the game looks really nice and polished, considering that game is in beta version. Now, the story behind this title is okay, I guess. Genshin Impact follows twins cast out into an unknown world after a conflict with a superpowered demigoddess. Sounds okay for me. After short cinematics and after choosing of your character, you become separated from your sibling. Basically, you spend the rest of the game in the unfamiliar world of Teyvat as you search for your sibling and meet other heroes throughout the journey. When it comes to other heroes, that part is really good. You will meet a lot of interesting characters throughout your journey, and you will be able to lead 3 of them with you all the time and switch between them depending on your needs and playstyle. That type of gameplay I saw in a game called Ys, that reminds me of this one a lot. When it comes to gameplay, in Genshin Impact you will have fun definitely. This game is awesome for exploration, cause you can climb on any object and surface in game. Also, you will be able to use glider soon after beginning, so it will be real fun exploring around. Combat looks nice, really nice. Animations are beautiful and interesting, plus every hero has some special abilities which looks really cool. Also, every hero uses some of elements as their powers, and every enemy is vulnerable to some of them, so you will have to switch between your companions and combine their skills depending on situation and needs. Okay, if you're an anime fan and also fan of action RPGs, this game could be your next must-play game. Graphics looks beautiful. If you liked how Zelda Breath of the Wild looks, you will like this one definitely. Combat, abilities and character progression, in my opinion, gives big plus to this game and also possibility to explore big world of Teyvat while gliding and climbing on almost everything is super cool and awesome thing in the same time. Genshin Impact is in beta right now, though it looks really polished. Release date is set for this year, so it can't be that far. Second game that I find similar to Zelda is obviously inspired by Breath of the Wild. Windbound is another upcoming open-world RPG that will put your survival and exploring skills on the test. You take a role of Keira, a young warrior caught at the sea in a fierce storm and got separated from her tribe. After you have been thrown from your boat, the sea tossed you to the shores of the Forbidden Islands, a mysterious place surrounded by a strange storm. At that moment, the survival action RPG starts. With no food and no weapons, you will have to craft tools and weapons so you can hunt and eat, and also discover all the mysteries of these strange islands. I can say that I love the idea. While exploring islands and scattered ruins, Keira will reveal the secrets of the past and ancient artifacts that are connected with her people and the sea. There is not much information about this game, but what we know so far is that every island will have its unique creatures and monsters. The 5 Live Studios is a small team that stands behind this title, but considering that some of them worked on some big titles in gaming world, I put a lot of faith in this one. When it comes to visuals, to me this game is much more similar to Zelda than the Genshin Impact. I don't know about you guys, but I love the cartoony look games, and as far as I can see, Windbound is the promising one. As we can see from the trailer, big feature in game is your boat, and when it comes to that part, developer says next. Critical to success is building seafaring vessels, starting with simple grass canoes and escalating to large multi-hull boats with a number of sails. Players will learn to harness the power of the seemingly never-ending wind to traverse uncharted waters. But the seas are not always friendly, and the player is certainly not alone in the water. So, you will probably need different boat for different weather condition, which puts sea exploring on a whole another level. Plus the sea monsters the developers mentioned will make exploring between the islands much more difficult. Another interesting feature is glider. In one moment in trailer we can see Kayra jumps from one cliff to another, and in the middle of that jump she used glider. Okay, I love that part. Why? Cause of exploring. If the glider is standard part of your equipment, it probably means that you'll be able to climb higher areas of the island, and for that you will need glider. If that is true, it would be super cool. Action RPG with survival elements and hence with interesting exploring and nice looking graphics. I really can't wait to try this game. The release date is August 28 this year, which means we have few days until Windbound comes out. I will definitely keep my eye on both games and I will keep you informed. Like on this video would be super appreciated, and if you want to support growth to this channel and my work, check my Patreon and become one. If you like, of course. You can also find me on social networks. All links are in the description. Until next time, see ya and stay cool.